Hey folks, Tim here. Thanks for checking out the Patreon channel for what is another thrilling episode of Whiskey Wednesdays, where I, Tim, pull random bottles out of my whiskey collection and do quick little reviews. Today, staying in Canada, hitting a Canadian, which I've been doing I did a lot of damage on when I first got this, and we're getting kind of low. I do have a backup bottle, but today we're heading out to the west coast of Canada, specifically Victoria, to the Macaloney distillery. Here's an old release. This is a fun one. This is when it was still Macaloney's Caledonian. They can't call themselves that anymore because of a nice lawsuit, thanks to the, the Scotch Whisky Society? Those lovely folks who go after Canadian distilleries all the time for using Scottish names, even though Macaloney is the whiskey maker's last name, who is Scottish, but now is at Canada. The more you know, if you didn't know about that. So, Macaloney's, this was their very first cask strength release that they put out. It was bottled in 2021, so this has been sitting in the cabinet for a while. Again, I went through a lot. I actually have a backup bottle, so I might be killing this soon, although I was hoping to save that second bottle as a fun little keepsake because it has the old name on it. But we'll see. I'm more than likely going to open it and drink it, let's be honest. Okay, so this is the Invermallie single malt release. This is actually a single cask limited release that they did, bottled at a thrilling 57.9%. Woo! And it was matured in premium Re-Charred red wine barriques. Pretty awesome. 0 on the ppm scale, 0 smoke and peat in this thing. Cask number 58, bottle 204 of 291, and again, bottled October 2021. Now, as those of you who've followed the Whiskey Geeks before, you know that we are big fans of Macaloney. I'm a huge fan of Macaloney. I have yet to try anything of theirs that I haven't liked. Some are better than others. I'm very interested to try the new sugar kelp peat experiment that they did with the Washington peat. I know a lot of people are getting their hands on it right now. I should be getting a bottle in soon. There will be a video with my thoughts on that. But let's dive into this lovely dram. The color is amazing. You know, as the first two reviews that I did obviously were sherry whiskeys, so you know me, and I love a sherry bomb. This isn't that. This is red wine. Red wine finishes to me are kind of hit and miss. Some of them are really awesome. Some of them kind of fall flat. Red wine finish isn't for everyone. The last time I tried this, I was still very happy with my purchase. Let's see. You do get, the standard single malt, whiskey notes that you get in all of them. You do get some spice in there. You get a little bit of vanilla from the oat casks. You do get the nice warm sense and the warm feeling that I find you get in a lot of red wine casks as opposed to straight bourbon or straight sherry. You get kind of more warm notes to it. Not to be a pretentious tool, but you do get that in this. You do get some red fruits as well, some cherries and strawberries, all those kind of fun things. Initially worried that at almost 58%, it's just going to be a punch to the face. It's really not. You can obviously feel the alcohol when you do drink it, but it's not overpowering by any stretch. I mean, it's not like an Octomore or one of those other ones that, they're knocking on 60% or higher where it's just like an absolute gut punch. But again, the palate on this one is just lovely. It's a wonderful fall dram, even though we're in the middle of summer. Today's actually a cooler day, which is why I'm recording them today. I don't really want to drink a lot of whiskey, and I don't feel awesome about drinking scotch when it's 40 degrees outside. But on a nice cooler day like today, a dram like this is wonderful. It's really warm and wonderful. Like I said, you get those like warm stewed cherries and red fruits and cooked strawberries on it as well. Let's go in for one more sip, shall we? Delicious. Absolutely delicious. You get more cinnamon spice, vanilla on there as well. But those like deep red fruits come in. You get a little bit of like the raisins that you normally attest to like a sherry cask. It's not as sweet, but that like kind of, it's a nice velvety whiskey. It's really, really good. A little bit of dark chocolate coming in at the end here as well on the finish. Pardon me. Still fighting a bit of a cold. All in all though, Macaloney's keep doing great work. I know that's, I don't know if they still have this. I should have checked before recording this. I mean, obviously this one was all sold out, but I don't know if they're still doing the Cask Strength red wine Barriques. I think they were. I think they did another release when they changed the name to just, I think, Macaloney's distillery. I think they had to take the Caledonian out of their name. But phenomenal. If you've not tried, I mean, all of you on the channel, I know everybody so far. But hey, if you're new to the channel and you joined in and you haven't had Macaloney's, please give them a shot. Phenomenal Canadian distillery doing awesome things. Honestly, can't say enough good things about them. All the releases are fantastic, especially when they get into the higher proof. You know me, I love a nice high proof whiskey. So cheers. Thanks for tuning in on this Whiskey Wednesday. Really appreciate it. And I don't know. I'll say the Whiskey Geeks phrase, Scotch and stories belong together. Check it out. Look at that. There's Frog Bucket. If you don't have a copy of the comic book yet, hit me up. I'll get you a copy. It's a fun little book. You can either have the original cover that I drew, or you can have this one that my buddy Juan Doe, an actual really legit artist, put together for me, and I'm really grateful. So, buy some Macaloney, drink Macaloney, enjoy good whiskey, tell your friends about it, share drams together, especially something as good as this. Cheers, folks.